There's one more piece of bad news I need to tell you. I've set up an array here, one that has greatly weakened energy. Even if you have the secret drug and take it in desperation, it will be useless. Before we continue the recap, don't forget to like and subscribe to Recap Manhwa. Your support helps me bring you more fast and exciting recaps. Well, that's all I wanted to say. Master, this will be the last time I call you Master. After you're dead, I'll have someone properly bury you and take care of Jingting Court Mountain. Before we continue the recap, don't forget to like and subscribe to Recap Manhwa. Your support helps me bring you more fast and exciting recaps. Oh right, the experts of the righteous sect should have already arrived at Jingting Court Mountain. Third senior brother is wounded, so I believe fourth senior brother has likely surrendered by now. Yi Tianxin spoke as she retreated back into the crowd. Xia Yuanor, upon hearing about the array, quickly asked what they should do. Lu Zhou calmly assured her that there was no need to fear. Wang Fugi suddenly rushed out from the woods. After glancing at the fallen CI family's master, he knelt beside Lu Zhou and pleaded, "Old mister, please save my master." As soon as he said that, he suddenly pulled out a short sword from his chest. While no one was paying attention, he leaped forward and aimed directly at Lu Zhou's back. This unexpected scene left everyone stunned on the spot. CI Yuanor's face filled with worry as she urgently warned him. Murong Hai's mouth hung open in shock. Since Wang Fugi was actually a divine court realm expert, Yi Tianxin's excitement was beyond words. The distance was too close, leaving almost no chance to dodge the attack. Even a nascent divinity tribulation realm cultivator would not be able to withstand this unguarded strike without injury. Wang Fugi, brimming with confidence, continued to exert force. However, in the next second he was dumbfounded because the short sword could not penetrate any further. What's happening? This is an earth-grade treasure, coated with a potent poison. With my full strength attack as a divine court realm cultivator, why can't I feel it piercing his body? Panic filled Wang Fugi as he raised his head, only to see the short sword seemingly blocked by an invisible force outside Lu Zhou's body. At that moment, Lu Zhou's face was full of disdain. "Why would I need to take a drug to kill all of you?" he said, suddenly unleashing his powerful aura, forming rings of energy that sent Wang Fugi flying away. The ripple-like energy continued to spread, reaching into the sky. Seeing this scene, the righteous cultivators were shocked. Not good. The old villain did this on purpose. It's not the old villain who fell into a trap, but us. Yi Tianjin, you are truly scheming. Ah. All Brahma Sea Realm cultivators were blown away, unable to resist. Yi Tianjin's eyes widened, her body trembling. She couldn't understand why the array had failed or why the old man could still take the secret drug. What went wrong? At that moment, Lu Zhou took a deep breath. The feeling of being at his peak was exhilarating. It was like a long-stored flood breaking through a dam, instantly restoring his full cultivation and power. After savoring it for a moment, he turned his icy gaze toward Yi Tianjin. Yi Tianjin, you had a divine court assassin disguise himself as a steward in the CI family. Did you think I wouldn't know? For many years, she had lost her sense of fear, but now that feeling of dread slowly resurfaced. Her carefully planned scheme was completely forgotten. Lu Zhou simply raised his arm slightly, and the severely injured Wang Fugi was pulled uncontrollably toward him. Everyone in the world knows about the Imperial tokens, so how could Murong Hai fail to recognize it? You shouldn't have interfered. At that moment, Wang Fugi trembled in fear. When he first saw Lu Zhou and CI Yuanor, he wasn't certain whether they were the evildoers from Jinting Mountain. It was only after obtaining the token that he confirmed everything. He had thought about assassinating them at night, but he always felt the old man was not truly an evildoer from Jinting Mountain, and he was also afraid of ruining Yi Tianjin's plan, so he never acted in the end. "You can't kill me," Wang Fugi stuttered, trying to reveal the forces backing him to save his life. Every divine court realm expert has some form of support, but did it matter? Was there any force in the world that could frighten the great evildoer? No. Lu Zhou had no interest in listening to his nonsense. He closed his fingers and directly ended Wang Fugi's life, gaining 200 merit points for killing a divine court realm evildoer. He can't last much longer. "Don't be afraid," Yi Tianxin said, though her heart was filled with fear. After saying this, she leaped up and jumped onto her flying chariot, disappearing into the sky without looking back. Pan Zhong, realizing what had happened, was terrified. He quickly begged for mercy. "Senior, I was used by others. I never intended to oppose you. Please spare my life." He understood that it was nearly impossible to escape the attention of such a powerful expert, and begging for mercy was his only chance at survival. After hearing this, Lu Zhou slowly scanned the crowd. Noticing there were about 15 Divine Court Realm experts and more than 100 Brahma Sea Realm cultivators, he paused for a moment before speaking. "I'll give you a chance. If you leave without a single Brahma Sea Realm cultivator remaining, I'll grant you the 6 Yang technique. You can choose life or death." With that, he snapped his fingers, and a blessed light descended from the sky. The divine beast White Surge stepped on the void and slowly landed in front of Lu Zhou. "Take your father back to Bluesun Mountain. Wait for my return." "Yes, master," Xia Yuan replied before leaving in front of everyone. Pan Zhong, seeing this, was shocked. The legendary mount, countless treasures, weapons, and techniques were all in the hands of the old evildoer, just as the rumors said. After thinking it through, he decisively knelt on the ground and bowed. "I am willing to serve senior." "Very well," Lu Zhou said, before lightly tapping his toes and flying into the air. His powerful aura spread in all directions, forcing the Divine Court Realm experts to summon their Dharma bodies to resist the pressure, while the weaker cultivators fled like frightened dogs. Hunter Tribulation's insight. As Lu Zhou's words fell, a towering golden phantom appeared instantly like a mountain, inspiring awe. "So powerful. Senior's cultivation is so high. Why did you deceive me? Thinking back on the past, everyone mocked me for being a demon. Then I'll be a demon. Go to hell." A cold light flashed in Pan Zhong's eyes as he immediately attacked the nearest cultivator. Screams filled the air as the Brahma Sea Realm cultivators were slaughtered. The Divine Court Realm experts flying low had no time to care for their companions, their only thought being to escape. Imperfect heaven's favor, an observant cultivator recognized Lu Zhou's move and recalled the scene when they besieged Jinting Mountain. He quickly shouted for everyone to scatter. "It's a straight-cutting technique. Don't gather together." But in the next second, as Lu Zhou swung his sword, dark clouds gathered in the sky, churning and swirling. The sword beams turned black, and the dark clouds rolled across the heavens, the sword devil's destiny. As Lu Zhou finished gathering his energy, the sound of blades slicing through the air echoed across the sky. The black sword attacks fell like heavy rain, piercing through countless cultivators without resistance, or even screams. Only then did they realize it was the Giwan sword technique, the famous ultimate skill of Yu Shangrong, one of the villains of Jinting Court Mountain. Unfortunately, it was already too late. These black sword feathers were not only incredibly fast, but their power was also terrifying to the extreme. Even a nascent Divinity Tribulation Realm expert would struggle to survive such a move, let alone them. Indeed, in the face of absolute strength, any conspiracy or trick becomes pale and powerless. Killed 15 Divine Court Realm targets, gained 3,000 merit points. After dealing with them, Lu Zhou looked into the distance. Divine technique, blink. With a swoosh, he disappeared from the place along with his massive Dharma body. Another great move? Murong Hai and Pan Zhong were stunned beyond belief. At this moment, the sixth disciple Yi Tiangxin was controlling the flying chariot, speeding through the sky. Although she couldn't understand why this old man was even stronger than during his peak period, under the full speed of the flying chariot, aside from great divine abilities, it was difficult for anyone to catch up. Thinking of this, she felt more at ease. He didn't chase me. It seems the old man had already unleashed his 100 tribulations inside Avatar just now. There will be plenty of time in the future. We will meet again. A faint smile appeared on Yi Tianjin's lips, but at that moment, a sudden humming sound began to echo in her ears. Who is it? She looked around in confusion, only to see a towering Dharma body walking side by side with her. Lu Zhou looked at her coldly. You are an evil disciple. Yi Tianjin's eyes widened in shock. Master. Then he slowly raised his arm, and the overwhelming pressure from his body erupted instantly. In an instant, a giant palm that covered the sky appeared. Seeing this, a trace of despair surfaced in Yi Tianjin's eyes. 100 tribulations inside Avatar, 100 feet tall and 20 feet wide, with 8 leaves. No, it's 9 leaves. The 9th leaf has already bloomed, combined with the strongest move, the Fiend Monk's Hand Seal. How much strength does this old man still have left? Amorous Hoop. Yi Tianjin naturally would not sit still and wait for death, immediately using her strongest weapon to resist. Lu Zhou knew that her greatest reliance in reaching her current position was this heaven-grade weapon, the Amorous Hoop. However, since I can give you a weapon, I can also take it back. Return it to me. As his words fell, the giant palm slowly closed in on the Amorous Hoop. Seeing this scene, Yi Tianjin screamed desperately, "Stop!" The Amorous Hoop, as its name suggested, was a hoop but with sharp edges. When a cultivator filled it with energy, its power became even more terrifying. The amorous in its name did not signify love, but hatred. It meant that whatever it entangled with, it would never let go. We must take it back, she thought, because once the Amorous Hoop was lost, even if they escaped today, their strength would be greatly diminished. Acting on this, Yi Tianjin unleashed her ultimate move, the Blue Waves technique. With a loud cry, a wave of mighty muster energy erupted from thin air, rushing toward the fist suspended in midair. Unfortunately for her, she faced an opponent who knew this technique far better than she did. Blue Waves technique. Break, Lu Zhou said, as his body erupted with surging waves, rolling in the opposite direction. Compared to that, Yi Tianjin's blue waves technique was like a small puddle, insignificant. This old man really leaves no hope. Yi Tianjin had no choice but to defend herself with all her strength. In the next moment, the massive wave arrived like a domineering gale, hitting her forcefully, causing her to spit blood and stagger. She was then hurled across the sky like a shooting star. Lu Zhou glanced around, noticing no other evildoers nearby. Strange. According to previous expectations, Yi Tianjin alone wouldn't have dared to act. Seeing none, he did not linger and immediately used the divine power blink to chase after her. Before she even landed, he had already arrived below, then emotionlessly raised his arm. Muster energy burst forth mightily, and as his palm clenched, it instantly wrapped around Yi Tianjin's body. Her eyes widened with fear and shock as her breathing grew rapid. Disrespecting your master and ancestors. Defying me. I will take back everything I gave you, Lu Zhou said, as powerful muster energy concentrated at his fingertips. What are you doing, old man? Yi Tianjin trembled, her face pale. Realizing the danger, she tried to beg for mercy, but there was no room for negotiation. The muster energy struck her dantian precisely. Her dantian shattered, and her cultivation was lost. She had fallen from a high-ranking Yonyu Palace master to an ordinary person. Yi Tianjin was stunned. For a cultivator, nothing is more cruel than losing cultivation. She had once sought strength, willingly joined Jinting Mountain despite fear, endured countless hardships to reach her status, enjoying others' worship and countless auras. Now, all that vanished with her dantian's destruction. Ha! Kill me, old man, she said bitterly, her smile revealing a crazed expression. Incorrigible. Lu Zhou raised his hand and slapped her face. If you wish to kill or torment, do as you please. Ha! Poor third senior brother and fourth senior brother. They could have avoided this catastrophe. Why did it have to end this way? It's all your fault they died. From now on, there will be no Jinting Mountain in this world, Yi Tianjin said while laughing. Lu Zhou's expression remained unchanged. There are only 5 minutes left in the peak state. Even with the divine power blink, it might be too late. Fortunately, the system had not prompted that Old Four and the others had met misfortune. That meant they were not in danger for the moment. Moreover, Old Four was not foolish, he wouldn't fight to the death. With this in mind, Lu Zhou spoke. Fool! Yi Tianjin was stunned. The old devil had scolded people differently before. Fifth senior sister had said that master had changed, becoming more unpredictable and unfathomable. As long as I live, no one dares ride on Jinting Mountain's head, Lu Zhou said, then reached out and grabbed her. Thinking he intended to kill her, Yi Tianjin instinctively leaned back, but when she opened her eyes again, she was shocked. Lu Zhou held her shoulder, and they were swiftly flying through the air. Mountains passed beneath them constantly. No, this was the great divine ability, the soul chase. Why was it like this? Could the old man continuously use divine techniques without expending muster energy? How did he do it? Though cultivators could live longer than ordinary people, their cultivation bases would gradually decline in the decades or centuries before death. Starting from the body tempering realm, the body was key to a cultivator's achievement. The mystic enlightening, sense condensing, and Brahmasi realms all related to the body. As the body aged, the meridians, dantian and sea of qi lost vitality and potential for further expansion, leading to stagnation in cultivation. At that moment, combat experience, life experience, schemes, plots, and external forces are the keys for a cultivator to maintain his or her strength. But Jitian now is already so old. Why is he stronger than before? She asked unwillingly. Why? I admit I made a mistake, but catching me won't make you any better off. Lu Zhou frowned slightly at this and asked, Have you said enough? Then he opened part of the wind barrier in front of her. The next second, a strong wind roared like a knife, scraping past. After leaving this place, movement came from the dense jungle below. Eighth disciple Zhu Honggong sat paralyzed on the ground, breaking out in a cold sweat. In front of him stood a man in luxurious clothes. It was Jitian's seventh disciple, Si Wuya, seventh senior brother. Luckily you came in time, he thought. Otherwise I would have become cannon fodder. Hearing this, Si Wuya shook his head. Old Eight, you've always listened to my advice. Why collude with sixth senior sister now? Zhu Honggong replied with a trembling voice. Recently, I've been having nightmares of master beating me up. I'm scared. How about I merge my Tiger Ridge gang with your Crouching Dragon Dark Net? Si Wuya gently shook his feather fan, refusing. Forget it. You'd better keep your little gang. Why? You saw master's avatar. Sixth senior sister will certainly betray me and I'll be finished, Zhu Hong said, panicked. Si Wuya sighed helplessly. Yi Tianxin thought she could uncover master's trump cards with this group of divine court experts. It was a pipe dream. If master had really weakened, she would have had her chance to attack. Seventh senior brother. Did you see how many moves master used to kill 15 divine court cultivators? I don't know. Why? You are so clever. Stop it, you call yourself the evil king, yet you don't even know, do you? Well, I can scare others with my title, but I would never dare show off in front of my senior brothers. Siwuya glanced at him, somewhat regretting persuading him to leave Jingting Mountain. This fool was holding them back. He paused and reminded, from now on, you must sever ties with Yanyu Palace. Why? Xu Hongong asked, puzzled. Yi Tianxing led orthodox cultivators to attack Master, but she failed miserably and didn't bring anyone from her derived moon palace. What will those powers think? When Master pursued 6th senior sister, I briefly inspected the arrays she set up and found something wrong with the pattern. If I'm correct, senior sister Xiaoyu got cold feet. Xu Hongong was amazed. Xiaoyu's senior sister was involved too? Siwuya nodded. When she left Jingting Court Mountain, I learned she had gone to the derived moon palace. With 6th senior sister's temper, she must have drawn 5th senior sister to her side. Senior sister Zhao Yu is the best candidate to control the array. Also, Pan Zhong is a deserter from the Clarity sect, having learned only the 3 yin styles and suffering from bitter cold in his body. 6th senior sister used him as bait to lure little junior sister, which would most likely displease the Clarity sect. What about Wang Fugu? Xu Hongong asked doubtfully. Xiaoyu gazed into the sky. 6th senior sister's move was clever. Wang Fugu's real name is Xin Yuan. He is an expert under Lady Jade, consort of Great Yan's emperor. Lady Jade is the younger sister of the Princess of the West, whom the emperor married. The Princess of the West was killed by 2nd senior brother, but everyone blamed Master. What Master did may anger Great Yan's emperor and even provoke a dispute between the 2 states, possibly causing war. The people will suffer because of a grudge between a few. Moreover, the 15 Divine Court cultivators came from 3 different southern sects of Great Yan. Years ago, those sects' Earth-grade and below weapons were all destroyed by Master's Heaven-grade weapon. They never got revenge, and now with their experts killed, a new enmity arises. What will the 3 sects do? Xu Hong's face showed disbelief. These were all parts of 6th senior sister's plan. Unfortunately, no matter how brilliant the scheme, it is meaningless against absolute power. Yi Tianjin could not have predicted that Master could keep using Soul Chase. This sequence of divine techniques subverted everyone's cognition, and Master's fighting style was so fast it left Yi Tianjin almost no chance to execute her plans. Xu Hongong suddenly felt terrified. No, I don't want to be the gang leader anymore. I want to return to my hometown. I'm not a strong player like the others, but I can always hide. Not long after, Lu Zhou arrived at Blue Sun Mountain. At that moment, Xia Yunor also happened to ride her white lizard over. Yunor, keep an eye on her, Lu Zhou said, then left Yi Tianjin and moved to the side. The effects of his peak experience card had worn off. Xia Yunor nodded and glanced at senior sister with a huff. Yi Tianjin seemed to sense something and chuckled. I never thought the mighty old villain would have such a humiliating moment. You know nothing. Master is getting old. Can he take a break? Xia Yunor retorted sharply, realizing her mistake, and quickly apologized to her master. Lu Zhou waved his hand, indicating it was no big deal. Although Yi Tianjin's cultivation had been crippled, her tone remained, dripping with sarcasm. If I were you, I would rush back to Jingting Court Mountain at once. Didn't you say no one would dare bully Jingting Court Mountain as long as you were alive? Ha ha ha. Unfortunately, Jingting Court Mountain is changing owners today. Please subscribe to help me provide you with more recaps.